Kenny King, MVP, Bobby Lashley, they all lost this week. That's a pretty big deal. What do you guys think that means for this stable? Are they gonna should they consider splitting these guys up?
I think they're beginning the dissension. They're shaking the foundation of this group. What they decide to do with it afterwards is going to be interesting. Only because I wouldn't know what you'd. I mean, if MVP goes off on his own, Kenny King does what? Lashley goes to Bellator. It wouldn't make necessarily a lot of sense.
It's interesting because they kind of teased a split on a few different occasions. First with Kenny King always shooting his mouth off and getting them involved further than they initially planned, and then with Rude trying to get in Lashley's head about MVP speaking for him and making his decisions for him. But each time they tended to grow closer together. MVP stopped treating Kenny King like a bad influence and started treating him like his little brother. And Lashley didn't really seem to react negatively to the idea of MVP being his spokesperson. So the way I see it, they could go one of two ways with this. Either they come back hungrier as a unit, or they actually do go through with the split. And this would be a natural splitting point for them. Lashley just dropped the belt. He could get pissed off and turn on MVP and Kenny King. And I don't know if MVP and Kenny King would split up as well. I could see those two sticking together. But yeah, of those two outcomes, I am thinking it is a little more likely that they would split. Lashley goes and focuses on Bellator for a while, and maybe MVP and Kenny King form a more permanent tag team.
Yeah, there's definitely opportunities for some really cool things coming up. We've got the potential for maybe Kenny King going back into the X division, which would be cool. MVP versus Bobby Roode. That's something that's being talked about in the live chat. You've also got MVP versus Bobby Lashley that could come out of this. So yeah, overall, I think there's a lot of cool opportunities. It does seem like a natural splitting time, like you said, Nick. And yeah, I would be totally for it, but it would at least give them an opportunity to refocus the group. Right now, it seems like the entire focus has been keeping the title on Lashley. Now that we don't have that anymore, now they can refocus, realign what their main prerogative is, whether that's holding more titles, maybe putting MVP and Lashley going for the tag team championships, or Kenny King going for the X Division championship, or anything like that. I think there's a lot of cool story opportunities here. So definitely excited for what happens next.
MTW Podcast.